Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of my Minecraft Fortress Homestead. Yesterday was my birthday, so we had an incredible Minecraft subathon to celebrate, and we did so much yesterday, y'all. Oh my goodness, we had some struggles along the way, but in the end, it turned out fantastic. And one of the things is that my empire has just expanded massively. It's crazy to think that, I mean, look at this view. Look at this view, y'all. It's amazing just how much we've built. So let me show y'all what we did yesterday. Huge updates, just absolutely amazing. I'm so proud of what we've accomplished. So first things first, I know I've been talking about how I don't feel like I'm ready to go to the Nether, and honestly, y'all, I really wasn't. I really wasn't. We ended up going to the Nether yesterday, and we died several times. And I can't remember if it was after the third or fourth time that we died that we decided that we were done with the Nether for the day. We were definitely not prepared. We definitely have a lot more preparations to make before we go back. Unfortunately, we did not find any blazes in the Nether despite our best efforts. However, we did get a lot of experience with just figuring out how the Nether works and some strategies for how to tackle some of the difficulties in the Nether. And we also got a lot of really cool materials that we need to go through. We have so much from the Nether, y'all. It's crazy how much we have to go through. But I wanted to show y'all, we first started off by building this enormous structure. It's kind of blocked by the trees here. Let's step over here so you can get, there we go. This enormous structure that we built around the Nether portal, and we did this in order to keep our world safe. We also built it very far away from everything. This is the edge of the first village. We just took every safety precaution that we could because we don't want things from the Nether spilling out into our world and potentially hurting our villagers, destroying our buildings, just wreaking all kinds of havoc. And our future plans include building a structure like this around the portal that's in the Nether in order to just add an extra layer of security so that they just really can't get through. But one of the things that we learned yesterday, y'all, was how to make button doors like this with the iron doors. So that was a really cool improvement. Super excited about that. And here is our Nether portal, y'all. So in my Minecraft, because I have the Greek mythology resource pack, this is what the Nether portal looks like. It's like gold instead of purple, which is kind of cool. I really like the look of it. However, it also makes it very hard to see in the Nether. Everything is black and red and really dark. So our time in the Nether yesterday was also limited by that I was getting some pretty serious eye strain just trying to see where I was going. It's a very difficult place, but we learned a lot. We're not going to be going back there quite so soon. We're going to do far more preparations before we go back to the Nether, but it was a good learning experience. We also have this little fence post here. We rode Fast Boy out here a few times, and then we realized that it's just honestly too complicated to try and ride a war horse through the village. It's just really not built for that kind of thing. We might make a safe path, like a fast path, later on directly from the fortress to the Nether portal to make that go a little bit faster, to make it easier. But in the meantime, the path through the village works just fine. It's just a little bit slow since we're on foot. One of the other huge improvements that we made yesterday was that we finally got our underwater breathing conduit built. Oh, y'all, that was such a struggle. I ended up having a meltdown at one point, and my very dear friend Taz helped reel me back in. It's a struggle, honestly, to stream for 10 hours straight. It's exhausting, and after a while, things affect you a little bit more. So yeah, it was really, really difficult to figure out, but when we did, it was just so worth it. It was so amazing. So I want to show that to y'all. We're gonna go over to our beach house, and then we're gonna head out to our amazing breathing conduit, which is absolutely. Oh wait, where am I going? I don't know where I'm going. Okay. The breathing conduit is absolutely massive now because we built it right next to one of the sea temples, the one that has the guardians and elder guardians. And that way we were able to explore the sea temple by being able to breathe underwater, and we beat all three elder guardians. It was very fast, actually, that we were able to beat them. And we've just been mining all the prismarine out of the sea temple. I mean, it's pretty much nearly completely made out of prismarine and sea lanterns. So we're basically just dismantling it and putting the blocks into our underwater breathing conduit. We're not going to put 100% of the sea temple blocks into our breathing conduit because we do have plans in the future to use all those treasure maps we found. We found so many, y'all. It's kind of crazy. And find another heart of the sea. And we are going to build another breathing conduit. We'll find another sea temple, and we'll build another breathing conduit next to it, and we'll just repeat that process. And the idea of this is not just to defeat the sea temples, but also that we're going to be expanding our ability just overall to explore the ocean by the more of these breathing conduits that we're able to build, the more that we're going to be able to explore the ocean. So that is kind of the plan here, is we just want to be able to have these giant posts placed throughout the oceans that we can just do a lot of really fun underwater exploration, because I've noticed that there are a lot of just underwater things that we're not going to be able to reach unless we have a breathing conduit set up, just like these like underwater sea caves. And I know there's a lot of resources down there that we can also utilize. So that is in our plans for the near future, is just to really expand our underwater exploration with the use of these breathing conduits, especially because now we fully understand how to build them. I mean, honestly, y'all, it's a very complicated process. And even though there are a lot of tutorials out there, a lot of them like are just missing crucial details. The biggest one was that we finally figured out that the conduit itself needs to have two blocks of space above and below between it and the prismarine layers. So that was one of the big things that we needed to figure out in order to make it work initially, because we had built the whole structure and then we were trying to figure out, why isn't it working, which just added to the frustration. But oh my god, y'all, it was so beautiful when it started working, when it opened up, because at first it's just this weird little bone cube thing, and then suddenly it opens up and it just looks so magical and mystical, and it actually has a heartbeat. Like, it kind of sounds like a washing machine or a dryer. Like, it's pretty cool, y'all. So here is the underwater sea temple that we defeated and we've been plundering from. And this gigantic structure, y'all, this gigantic thing right here is our breathing conduit. So I'm going to go underwater and show you. As you can see, in the right hand side of our screen, that little blue sphere that looks kind of like a gumball, that indicates that we can breathe underwater, as well as the little blue swirlies that are appearing around us. And because, as you can see, this is just massive, it's like an underwater skyscraper. And let's go a little bit closer so you can hear it, because it's pretty cool. So that is our breathing conduit, the actual components that allows us to breathe, making that cool noise. And there it is right there. You can kind of see it. It's so beautiful, y'all. It's just incredibly beautiful, just how massive this thing is, and how that tiny, tiny little thing in there is what's powering this entire structure. And I'm going to show y'all. We built like a little structure out here, just kind of experiment and see how far we can go before the breathing runs out. We see this little gravel wall we've built. This is how far we can go out. And I know that this, in all technicality of how big the world at large is, may not seem like it's very far, but in terms of how far the breathing conduits work, so the formula for how many prismarine and sea lantern blocks you use to build the breathing conduit versus how many blocks square radius you have in order to have this underwater breathing ability, this is massive. Like, this is incredibly massive. Like, we are this far away from this structure, and it's only going to get bigger as we continue to mine out this structure. And so we're planning on building more of these just giant structures throughout the ocean so that we can continue this process of being able to explore the ocean. And we didn't get to do a ton of exploration yesterday because it just took so much time to build it. And to be honest, we were kind of exhausted once we finished building the sea conduit and the breathing conduit, and then we just explored a little bit, seeing like how far we can go until the underwater breathing ability wears off. And by that time it was just like, okay, we're a little bit tired. Plus we wanted to work on some other things. We didn't want to spend the entire live stream only working on one or two things because we had a 10-hour day yesterday. It was pretty crazy, y'all, just how long the subathon was yesterday. But it was so much fun. So many of you came out and showed your support, and there were several of you that tuned in all day for the whole subathon, and that was just so incredibly amazing. And I'm just so grateful for all the incredible support that I've received thus far, and I'm just so excited to continue this experience with y'all, just building up this incredible world. I mean, we're at the point where it's basically like an empire. It's pretty crazy how much we've built and how far we've just spread. And one of my dear friends and followers on my Twitch live stream brought up a really good point yesterday, actually, was what is the name of our empire? And the answer was like, I thought about it and I was like, I actually don't know. Because I keep calling it the Fortress Homestead, but the thing of it is, that's just one location in our empire because we have the Fortress Homestead, we have the beach house, now we have the breathing conduit post, we have our villages, we have so many different locations. But what do we call just our empire at large that, includes all these locations? So that is something that I'm mulling over because it's the Greek mythology resource pack. I do think it would be fun to name it something Greek. However, I also don't want it to be like stereotypical or, just super typical. Like, I want to come up with something that is fairly original, not super overused. So if any of y'all have any ideas, please do let me know in the comments. I would love to hear. Oh, geez. Uh, oh my God. Leave my horse alone. Oh, geez. That's what happens when you leave doors open. Oh my God. Please leave in the comments below your ideas for what we should call this empire. And as always, no inappropriate names, no stupid names. Keep in mind that, I do want to stick to like a Greek mythology theme, but I don't want it to be like too overdone. So let me know what y'all think in the comments. I look forward to hearing from y'all. I'm also going to be putting on my thinking cap and thinking of some ideas myself. So yeah, that is a big update that we're going to do that I'm really excited about. And the last thing that I want to show y'all is that we finished fencing in the new village, our little plains village. So this village we found one of the many times that we got lost, and there were only two villagers that were left alive in this village. So I made it a higher priority than the other villages that we've discovered in order to help secure it and rebuild it, just because this village was just absolutely ravaged. It was basically, this village was just absolutely ravaged by mobs, especially zombies and creepers. It's just absolutely overrun, just ridiculously. And the creepers kept blowing up huge sections of the village. There were just giant holes everywhere. A lot of the buildings were blown up. And so I had to do all those repairs and working on getting everything fenced in and just trying to make things safe for them again. So we did manage to get everything fenced in and we were able to put torches everywhere, just basic safety precautions for this village and the villagers. We are going to double fence the village the way that we did with our first village. We work in steps here. You know, step 1 has been completed. We're moving on to step 2. And we also summoned in some new villagers just so that we can like get the population up, encourage them to rebuild and regrow, just all that good stuff. Plus it just looks less lonely. Like it just looked so lonely with only 2 little villagers. So that was really good that, you know, we were oh god. Oh no! Oh no, I hit my horse. Oh no. I'm so sorry, Fast Boy. I'm sorry. Oh, my poor baby. He's like, why are you hitting me, mommy? Oh, I feel so bad. I'm sorry. Oh, these horrible zombies. Ah, this is also one of the priority projects is we need a safe path to and from the village because this is just out of control, y'all. Oh, we're through the birch forest. Okay. Good, good, good. We are almost there. Oh, goodness. Fast Boy is like, what are you doing? I can't see all these trees. I hate them. We are getting better at riding our horses, which is super beneficial. A bee! Oh my god, it's a wild bee, y'all. That's so exciting. Oh, yay. Oh, look at the bees. Oh, that makes me happy. I love the bees in this game. They are just so, so cute. And that is another thing that we're going to be working on is we're going to be harvesting from our bees again. Just learning more about how to take care of our bees and what we can do with the honey and the honeycomb and the other benefits of having bees. Alrighty, y'all, we are almost there. As you can see, it is right after this river, which Fast Boy is also going to hate. Too bad. Come on, buddy. You can do it. Here we go. Here we are, y'all. Here is the village. It is so adorable. Oh, look at this, y'all. It is completely fenced in now. It is all properly lit because we kept running out of torches the last couple of times that we were here. And now it's just properly lit. It just really helps with the overall safety of our villagers. And we're going to work on some perimeter. Oh dear. Some of the perimeter safety. As you can see, that zombie just killed that villager. That's why we're going to double fence, because our villagers do keep escaping, just like they do in the first village, which is a problem, and double fencing seems to help prevent the escaping. It doesn't 100% prevent it for some reason. They still somehow escape, but it's helping. I ran out of gates, so unfortunately I don't have a lot of gates. But we're going to improve that. That's another one of the items on our list, because these villages are absolutely a work in progress, y'all. Because there's always stuff to be improved. There's always ways that we're finding to make life better for our villagers. Just all of that. There we go. Ah, much better. Keeping our little villagers safe. So yeah, as you can see, they've got a lot of really cute buildings. I've gotten a lot of inspiration from this village for building my own stuff. I really like the way that these buildings are designed. I think they're really cute. So you'll be seeing some influence from that in my works in the future. Where did Fast Boy go? There he is. Okay. So as you can see, y'all, the village is just so beautiful. Past phase 1 of the safety measures so that we can ensure that our villager population stabilizes and hopefully continues to grow. Yeah, we're just going to make a lot of the same updates to this village that we made to the first village, double fencing them in, adding more torches, adding in bread boxes, just all of that stuff. So there's a lot of good stuff in store. We're going to be making that safe path to make our travels a lot easier. We're going to be doing that for a few locations. But I hope you liked this episode. If you did, please give it a like and be sure to subscribe. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you all so much for all of your wonderful support. I hope you have a great day and keep on watching. Thank you so much. Bye bye.